Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On first down, Watkins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, Watkins. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
This is unbelievable.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
To throw on third down, Watkins. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Come on, dog!
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, Burke. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hook it.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burke. This is the tight end, Njoku. And out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 3 yards out, and the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throwing on first down. Watkins. Throw complete to Herndon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Watkins. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, now.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
By Cincinnati.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the fumble recovery, Burke. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off play action, Burke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Burke. That's caught by Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, Burke. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so looked like they were...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Quarterback sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his off-season, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on third and long. Watkins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's good.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He hits Herndon over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Pushing foul, blocking the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Watkins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Now a give right side. It's Burnett. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Burke. Flushed out right. Oh, going for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Burnett. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
1st down, Bengals.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And that will do it for this first. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Sterling.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
39-yard line.
Now a draw play, this is Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Watkins. Open man left side, that's the tight end Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Watkins. Over the middle to Evans. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Going up top for Kupp. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Burnett, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Number 35, the ball.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Off play action. Burke. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Jets 7.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Off the play fake. Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jets 7.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing on first down. Watkins. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, Watkins. The left side completion to Jones. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Take it in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Watkins' pass, intended for Chris Herndon, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Watkins caught on the right side by Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Burke. That one is caught by Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. And a Bengal first down.
On first down, it's Burnett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 43.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Off play action, Burke. And this one complete to Burnett. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 14-yard line.
To throw on second down, Burke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first, as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun, Burke. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To number 88.
A 5-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Jet.
From the gun, Watkins.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Complete to Chris Herndon. 10 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll have another...